The girl was bitten but had no intention of fighting back. The people around all wanted to help, but was stooped by the little girl. Greedy Min endured pain and couldn't bear to let the pig next to him get injured. Why is that so? So a few days ago this pig named her father saved her life.
Mạng của bé.
And because of that, it fell off the cliff. Fortunately, the pig's skin was thick, so it was able to support its strength. The weight of its body falling from the cliff was also unharmed. Mira was very sad, so she hugged the snail and gave a tender comforting hug. They were like a couple who grew up together living in the forest, picking berries, and swimming, and catch fish. They have a completely different life from the hustle and bustle of the world. Out there Mira will sleep on her father's belly, will close her ears and whisper, but neither of them know the moment of separation is about to come. And one morning when Mira was brushing her teeth for tea, a group of people came here when her grandfather came up with an excuse to drag Mira to a deserted place and then told her that his father was about to be killed, taken away because he is the property of the leading food company Murano. They brought him here by fostering the company, gave them some money and asked them to raise the snail. When the pig was grown to a certain extent, the company will taken it away. So Mitch's grandfather gave her a little pig made of gold for number 9. But Mira is still very angry. Because for the little girl, Grandpa and Oka are relatives, so Mika threw away the golden pig and ran home. But when she returned, Octra was taken away. Mika risked her life down the mountain and ran down the mountain without a care. It was dangerous to rush forward, but even if he ran to wear his shoes, the distance to Octra was also longer day by day. When he got home, Mika broke the savings tube and then brought the yellow pig to save money. Looking for the Octra. In order to quickly remove the attachment to the Octra, the grandfather told the little girl the truth. He pointed to the parts of the Octra, the thighs, the back, the legs, and said, "This is the end of fate of Octra." But Mitch's grandfather could not have imagined that this would be the trigger for Mitch's steadfastness in rescuing Mitch's Octra. Because the reputation of Murado Company is so great, Mika can easily find details Korean branch of this company, but no matter how long. Then the arrogant receptionist also Zero opened the door to help. Zero had no other choice. Mika backed up 10 meters, used all her strength to rush towards the glass door. The glass door suddenly became strong and shattered right after. Mika got up and ran into the office, finally going all the way through the office area. Her office saw her father. Lamira ran downstairs and quickly chased the truck. The kid who grew up in the mountains, so his body qualities were not like normal people. Through the distance chasing the last car, he found a suitable place to jump, crossed the railing and landed on the trunk, but did not wait for Mira to stand still. She car was about to go under the bridge. She tried to run back at the moment when she hung a hair. Mira grabbed the rear railing and headed towards the rear of the car. The trunks shouted the name of the snail father, and the father inside also responded to the little girl. And it was at this moment that the trunk was forced by a group of masked people to stop the car. They jumped into the trunk and opened the game to scare the pig. Scared, so they tried to fight back. It wasn't long before the father heard a familiar voice calling, "My name." The pig happily ran towards Mira. With a cool nod, the pig got Mira on his back. They ran through the city to see. Seeing strange people, they turned their heads to look for a place with few people, but after coming down here, they discovered that there were more people here than many people were scared by the scene before their eyes. But this hot girl is hard to find. This girl was able to have such a shocking scene while holding the phone to live stream while running, because the tile floor was slippery, so the father slipped and fell into the cosmetics counter. But at that time the masked group also caught up with the pig they beat. The big truck under the direction of Mira helped the father escape from here. The guard in the back still tried to chase. Finally the father gave him an air bomb. The leader of this group, named Jace, said they belong to the Animal Welfare Organization. The purpose of this action is to return to the criminal acts of the Murano Company. Along with that, they hope to be able to install a camera to record the snail body. The man next to him translated for Mira to understand the problem, because he wanted to say that he just wanted to bring the snail back to the forest, and the girl was not interested in what they were saying. But he lied that Mira agreed. This group of people were very happy, then installed a video camera on the T-snail and jumped into the Han River 1. After Anther, at that time Mira still did not know that one of them had revealed the location to Murano Company, because so they were caught on the way back to their father house. An unexpected event led to Murano stock price plummeting, but the company president, Lucky, saw this as an opportunity to promote her. You plan to spend a large amount of money to encapsulate the forest where Mira lives and make her the image representative of Murano. Then clear the negative rumors very quickly. Is it possible to turn the public opinion around? No, since when the company image has reached a new height, the stock price has increased, and here after the Animal Protection Group Discovered that the father was taken to the headquarters laboratory though hidden camera. In the laboratory using electricity to torment T-Snail caused the T-Snail spirit to have problems until the next day at the Miss Pig contest. The father reacted strongly because he was always afraid. This company has given many species of T-Snail for others to nurture, and finally, waiting for them to grow up. They will choose the biggest and fattest pig to put on the auction floor and made the main profit at that time. The Animal Protection Group has busted into Murano system and played a video on the screen on the main screen. A video of the tortured T-Snail seeing the brutal scene in front of his father's eyes becoming red like blood, not allowing him to get close. Even Mira was by her side. Mira didn't want to make her father suffer any wounds, because she knew how scared her father was, because she stood up and comforted her father, then turned the pig ear up and whispered softly that the father finally recovered his spirit, let go of his eyelids, then heartbroken and broken Mira. The urgent time of the Animal Protection Group took Mira and the father away from the scene, but the pig team in Milano can be compared to the special forces. He still fell into their hands after Mika also fell into a coma, and the Animal Protection Group. Only a few people were also badly beaten, maybe still have to face arrest just because their father is the legal properly of Murano Company. The leader of the Animal Protection Organization escaped and saved Mira, and then ran to the ranch. The pig here are all pig like T-Snail. It takes a while to find Mr. T, but at that time, the father was put on the line to be prepared to slaughtered in front of a situation of thousands of pounds handling. Mira Hare was not afraid to go into the factory, but after entering it, it was an even more breathtaking scene because she continued to go inside. When she reached the slaughter room, the father was also taken. The father, who was about to be slaughtered by this man, immediately took out a picture to signal that this was his pig. At that moment Lucky went to Mira and asked, "Why should I kill my pig? I wanted to bring it home." But Lucky said it was the property of her company AMD, that her grandfather was just a cattle farmer. Although Mika talked a lot, the president of Murano didn't want to waste her time, signaled his staff to hurry up to work. Then Mira opened his backpack and took out the golden pig. Little girl threw the other golden pig, immediately turn off. Pomegranate, after all, it's a business's person for her to do business with everyone. In the end Mira saved her father anyway. The outcome is good. But walking on the muddy road of the pig farm, seeing the crowded herd of pig one by one being put on the protection line. The investigation on the snails can't be attributed to it, but it a pity that the little girl no longer has any gold. Halfway there, a couple of pigs are struggling, pushed the partition to get his son out of here. He ran and used his mouth to hide the piglet so it was not detected by the soldiers, just like that. Looking back, tears fell. They were powerless to save them all. At that time the pigs cried out and prayed for their journey to be reduced by the pig. They shed their tears. Joy also said goodbye in pain. From there in the mountain appeared another member. It seemed that the happiness of the past had returned. 4 members of a family living a happy life. That their luck. The piglet is also a sign of hope. The movie is coming. This is the end of this movie called Subpearl. The movie is here to end. If you guys find this movie good, remember to leave me one like, one subscribe. Thank you very much.